Okay, are you ready? So my Cornell experience was completely defined by something that I would have never envisioned as a prospective student or even as a student in my early years at Cornell. It wouldn't have been something that I could have even written about in my application. It was something that I essentially created for myself. And if I were to tell high school Natalie that would have been something that was completely foreign to me, and I wouldn't have been able to envision myself doing this project with these people at this time on this scale. So ultimately what I ended up doing was I served as the student representative on the Sesquicentennial Steering Committee. So during my first year of college, I went and visited one of my friends at another school, and I saw that they had big historical plaques on the sides of their major buildings. And I figured, as a history major and as a tour guide, who better to do this kind of project than me, especially in light of the fact that Cornell's 150th birthday was coming up in 2 years' time. So during the summer between my freshman and sophomore year, I did research, I spent time drafting a proposal, and ultimately ended up sending out feelers to see where could I send this proposal, who could support this idea. So I ultimately ended up getting into contact with the Sesquicentennial Steering Committee, and they invited me to present in front of them during the first week of my sophomore year. So what they ultimately ended up telling me was that they already had a history-based installation in the works, which ended up being the Sesquicentennial Grove behind the Ezra Cornell statue, and they invited me to join their committee to help foresee that construction project and all other events for Cornell's 150th birthday, which was a huge privilege and a pleasure. And I still can't believe that they trusted a lowly sophomore with a kernel of an idea to take on this kind of project. And it really was a testament to me to not only believe in an idea that you had, as seemingly impossible as it seemed, but to also find those people on campus who believed in you almost more than you believed in yourself, because I didn't even believe that that kind of thing was possible, especially on that scale and in that timeline. It was a huge opportunity for me, and one that I absolutely won't take for granted, and I hope to serve as a source of that same kind of support for other students my year, younger than me, older than me, as I move into the next stage of my Cornell career and also into the real world.